Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm 17 for episode 8 with me, MrSealyp. Right, it's just after lunch, and as you've just seen, I've done a contract. I did a contract on field 50. I've had, well, a couple of things before I even go on with that. Farmer Minn, the new manager down at Manning's of Lone Oak, is a real person. Haven't made that person up. Farmer Minn is a real gamer, real YouTuber, and has sent me a VIP discount card. Which is fantastic. There's all sorts of discounts on there. You get a free piece of pie if you order a meal at the diner. But anyway, I'll put that card up now. And he actually sent me that. He made that. That wasn't me. I haven't made that. He sent me that. So I've put it up on there. Absolutely fantastic. Go over, check out Farmer Minn's YouTube channel, subscribe, watch his videos. Does a lot of streaming. He's got a whole farming crew, and they do streams and multiplayer and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, get over there, have a look. Doing some great stuff. So that's the VIP card, which has meant that the equipment I bought in the last episode, I think it worked out, if I've got my maths right, with a 10% discount, because none of it was over 50,000, it came in at, I think I'd get back 8,850. On top of the 186 I had, puts me at about 194, 850, somewhere around there. So that's actually worked out pretty good. I've got that back. Now, here's the next thing. I have another contract. When I say I have another contract, the McClungs of Jockey Inc. that own and run Jockey Inc. It's very unusual for me not running the farm, in so much as I'm a worker. I do as I'm told. I get a job to do, I go off and do it. I keep saying I or we or whatever. I'm referring to the farm generally when I say that. But Baris, of some fame on this channel, has been a store manager and various different things on various different Let's Plays. And I said he's just sort of farming now. Has sent me a strange request. He sent it to Jockey Inc. They've put it to me, and it's not one. And I'll show you what I mean. So, I should have gone the other way. Do it every single time. So on the map, field 50 that I was doing the contract on, that was for Baris. I was spraying the field. Baris owns field 50. It's in green. That's not ours. Jockey Inc. doesn't own that. Baris owns field 50. That's got barley in it. Baris also owns field 1. He's a bit of a barley farmer, is Baris. Baris the barley, we're going to call him from now on. He owns field 1 as well. Both fair sized fields. But here's the weird thing, the twist of this. He doesn't want it harvested for the barley. He's asked if we can provide him with 500,000 litres, that's a lot, of silage. Which is a lot. But here's the kicker. Rather than doing it with grass, rather than doing it with a corn harvest, which is what you would normally silage, he has specified it has to be silage only made from barley. So that's going to involve forage harvester and the crop header, not the corn header. If I'm right, and I think I am, as far as forage headers goes, you've got these ones here, and they will do grass, but they will also do the other crops. They'll do wheat, they'll do barley, canola and soybean, but he has said very specifically barley. These ones are designed for corn only. Now I know corn gives you a much higher yield as far as I'm aware, so if you're going to do a silage harvest using crops, corn gives you the highest yield, but you can use these headers for doing grass or other crops, and he specified barley. So Jockey Inc. have said absolutely, they've given it the green light. He's got 2 fields. When they're ready to go, we're going to be doing a massive silage harvest on a crop, which is unusual. But while I'm wittering on, what I could have been doing going to grab the truck, and I'm going to grab the trailer, because we have a great demand down at Agri... I want to get this right. Agri XJS, 2,341 for soybean. Now, I was going to keep the crops initially to feed the pigs, but to be fair, if I make enough on that, I could probably buy some pig food to tide us over until the crops are ready, using that money, or, you know, there's other ways around it. So I'm thinking, what we'll do, we'll hook this up. It's not a huge amount we've got in storage, only about 7,000 litres, but at that price, it makes a little bit of money. So, we want soybeans, 7,547. We might as well. Now I'm going to be all neighbourly in this episode as well. We've got a couple of contracts we need to do. Field 44 wasn't ready to be sprayed. Field 35 is done, just here to my right. Field 44 is just to the left, if I've got that right. Yep, field 44, the grass field, wasn't ready to be sprayed again, so that's been left until the next growth stage, and I can get another spray on that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a load of farmer contracts, not subscriber contracts. I'm going to go around a few of the fields, do a load of contracts, because realistically, until I can make silage bales or, like I say, forestry, the price has dropped on lumber, so I'm not going to make a huge amount on that. The only real way I'm going to make money is by grinding through the fields, is doing work for other farmers, and I get the impression, as well as you know, everything else that's going on with FS19, if you start off on various different modes and you don't own your own farm yet and you haven't got much money, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be grinding through the fields, you're going to be working for other people to raise enough money to buy your own farm, and you know, not everyone wants to do that, but that kind of adds to the immersive kind of feel of the gameplay. You're starting out from scratch, you've got to work for other people. So I'm going to do that, a bit of that, grinding through the fields, doing a bit of work for different people. I'll keep you updated with how many fields I've done and how much I've made and that kind of thing. But there's one in particular that's a bit of an odd one, which we're going to get to in a little while. I must remember to stop. And I changed the money back to dollars, because I keep forgetting to do that as well. And it's from Nicole, and I hope I got this one right. Because I've been reading the forums, and this is where I get myself in an absolute knot, because I have comments and messages left on my Facebook page. I have comments and messages left on my YouTube channel on the videos. There are comments left on various other different Facebook pages and channels that I follow, plus the forums. So at times I try to remember who's left the comment where. I do try to screenshot them and save them so I remember, but I think it was Nicole, and I'm sure it was on here on Lone Oak, had said that field 17, I believe, you can't do the contract in the time you're given. Now I don't know if that's all the contracts, whether that's just ploughing or something specific, I don't know. I remember this happening on the Old Stream farm with field 5. Field 5, no matter what you did, you could not complete the contract, which was a weird one. So what I'm going to do, after I've sold this and taken it off, taken the truck back to the farm, I'm going to go over to field... Actually, I might go over and do it now, because I'm over this way. I'm going to try and do a contract on field 17 and see if I can complete it, because I don't know. And again, if I've got that wrong, I apologise, Nicole. That's not bad, 17,000. Can't knock it, like I say, when you're kind of getting yourself up and running, you're getting going, you take your money where you can get it. That little great demand paid out right. So, field 17, I believe, is where? Right, turn right the road, first left. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I might as well, since I've got the truck with me. I'm out this way anyway. When I say first left, not up that little side turn, that's someone's house. Farm, whatever you want to call it. Homestead. I'm not going up there. Proper next turning. That says a few little side turnings. The first proper turning. just up here. And I've just remembered to stay on the correct side of the road as well. I didn't say the right side of the road, just the correct side. And I believe field 17 is just on my left here. Now, I could be wrong, I could have got that field number wrong, and it might not have even been this map, but at the end of the day, I might as well try. I'm going to pull up on this side so I don't block where the vehicles are going to come to. Turn the engine off. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Let's see what's occurring, because I don't know. This map appears to me, from forums and chats and comments people are leaving, to be a real Marmite map. People either love it or hate it. They appreciate the beauty of it and how nicely made it is, but not everyone, it would appear, likes the big open spaces and large fields of American maps. I don't know. I haven't done an American map really, and I said I was going to do one, and I'm on it, and I mean, I'm actually really enjoying it, to be honest with you. Shamrock Valley's due out from Oxygen David. That's going to be a small Irish kind of tight lane type of thing, which I think is going to be right up my... Oh no, do not... Okay, right. Let's get a job done. So, what's it giving me? 9 minutes 48. Well, we'll see. I really don't know. I'm just going based upon... based upon what I think I read. Oh dear, never mind. Probably would help if I was a little bit quicker hooking up and stuff as well. So let's get that turned on and let's get spreading. Actually, it does seem quite a big... I don't know, 9 minutes should be right, shouldn't it? Is it just me? I don't know. Well, we'll soon find out. Like I say, you don't need to watch the whole 9 minutes of this, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around, probably, I've done it on some, well I say I've done it on some. I did it on the Golden Days of Farming because that was a small island map, and when I first started out, before I started buying up all the fields, I would go around the whole island, literally the whole island, and do every contract available. And there weren't that many fields, so it wasn't too bad. Whoa, that went a little bit haywire, what in there? Going around the entire map on here is going to take some time. And they're big fields, so whilst you might make 4, 5, 6, up to 9, 10 grand, you're going to be looking at, you know, a fair bit of time for those contracts. So I don't know for definite how many I'm going to do, but I'm going to do some. So quick question for everyone out there in YouTube land that's watching the videos. What do you reckon of the dev blog video I did, the news video? I don't often do them. I said that, and there's plenty of people doing them. What do we reckon? Do you want to see more of them or not as the dev blogs come out and as various information kind of appears on the forums? Do you want to see more news videos as part of what I'm doing, or do I just stick to the farming? What would you rather see? You know, at the end of the day, I'm more than happy to make them. I'm looking for the information and finding it anyway. I just don't know how other people feel about it, whether there's enough people out there and whether those people are doing it better than I am, in which case I'd just stick to what I'm good at, or what do you think? So we're about... See, normally you can get a contract done in about half the time it gives you, and we had about 9 minutes something, so I would assume I could do it in about 4.5. That said, I'm not even a quarter of the way around this field yet, and I've already used up nearly 2 minutes, or just over 2 minutes of my time. So, yeah, we'll see. It's not even like, to be fair, I've missed a couple of bits, too busy chatting, but to be fair, normally when I do contracts, when I'm doing field missions, I do generally kind of, you know, whiz around the edges. I don't do it how you should do it, really. Anyway, we'll see you at the end, and we'll see if I do get it done. I'm slightly puzzled now. Well, I'll be honest, this is fairly nail-biting stuff. Considering we started with 9 minutes something, like I say, normally half the time you can get the contract done. I'm down to 2 minutes now. I'm onto the red, and I'm not done. And this is unusual. You don't often get this. I need to get this. Trouble is, I've hemmed myself into a corner, which means for part of this I'm going to have to do a run back, not spraying anything, which is a bit annoying, but that's just the way it goes. Now, I haven't done anything different to where I normally do my contracts. And generally speaking, people will say, well, you missed a bit, you should have been a bit tight on the lines, and I'm doing it exactly how I normally do it. Every contract I've ever done in this game, and I've never, apart from one field 5 on the Old Stream Farm, that I've had a problem with. And I'm really now thinking, with what I've got left, this is going to come down to the wire. Really, I'm down to a minute. I don't know if I'm going to do this, you know. I really don't. And while I was off screen, I was eking out like every foot of the spray. I was trying to come right to the limit of what I can get out of it without missing any. This is going to be close. It really is. And Nicole, you were obviously correct. And I was right about the messages. I was not on the wrong one. 40 seconds, 39, come on, seriously. Don't do this to me. I haven't got much left. This is going to be down to the last few seconds on this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't do this to me. So I can understand with certain things, maybe if it's ploughing or cultivating, or you make a few little mistakes here and there and miss a few bits, and you're going to get down to, come on, come on, come on, 14, 13, 12, 10 seconds. Seriously? 10 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Well, we did it. Nicole, I can totally understand what you're talking about. There was a comment left saying, and I can't remember who left the comment, saying they did it with 11 seconds to spare. So it might just be this particular field. They've given you a very, very tight time limit. Wow, that was, yeah. I mean, apart from the fact that today, well, I'm recording, I'm in the UK, and I know for certain parts of the world you're going to go, yeah, whatever. It's going to be 34 degrees, I think, today. That's hot for here. We don't normally get that kind of heat. I know somebody posted there's a, where I did my farm tractor driving experience, Hilltop Farm up in near Ripon, Yorkshire. They posted their thermometer, and it was out in the sun, to be fair, yesterday on their Twitter feed, and it was 40 degrees. I mean, for the UK, that's just bonkers. So anyway, yes, nail-biting stuff. Got a bit sweaty palms towards the end there, but that could be, like I say, the heat. Who knows? Right, I'm going to get this back to the yard, and then we'll see what's next on the agenda. It's 3:20 in the afternoon. As you've seen, I've been busy. However, it's now chucking it down with rain. So, not sure what I can do. Now, the interesting thing is this. And I know I had, I wouldn't say criticisms, but comments made when I started off the series again and I did logging and wood chipping. And I did say then that with seasons, there are limited ways of making money to get the farm up and running. Contracts is the other way of doing it. Now, bearing in mind, I just did all of those contracts for other people. If we look now onto the map, field, what did I do? I did spraying on field 5. I did spraying on field 1. What else did I do? No, I did contracts for other people. I ended up on field 34, which is a big one. Field 34 was the one that required I slurry spread it. Oh, I did 28, didn't I? Yeah. Field 34, I did spreading, ploughing, cultivating, seeding. I did quite a few jobs on that one. And I put in a fair bit of time. Bear in mind, I play in real time. So the jump from when I left you to now was the time it took. And I've only made about 50, what was I on? 194 or 192, something like that. I've made about 56,000 from doing all of that work. Now, again, it's relative, isn't it? If I turn around and say I only made £56,000 today or dollars a day, so yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of money. And it is, actually, it is a ridiculous amount of money. You wouldn't make that in a day's farming. You wouldn't make that in an afternoon's farming. But obviously the nature of the game being, when you've got to buy fields and animals and, you know, you'd be doing this over numerous years, numerous seasons, you'd be gradually building your farm up. But I don't think anyone's going to want to watch a Let's Play for like 4, 5, 6 years in-game, because it would take forever. So, I could have done logging for the same amount of time, and even at the lower price for lumber at the moment, I could have made way more than 50,000 easily. But it's about that, doing different things, trying different things, different machinery, different equipment, different styles of doing it, different ways of doing the farm. I could have left Oakfield Farm with a massive load of money and bought it all here. But people don't always like that, so I'm trying different things. Anyway, that's kind of the theory. But all that being said, I'm at the pig farm, and what's happening now is we need to scout out a location, because that 50 grand I've just made, we're going to invest in the silo for the pig food and all the crops and stuff that we need for pig food here at the pig farm. So we're ready for the hogs. That's what we're up to. Question is, where will it fit? See, here it might be, I'm just thinking between here and the trailer here. I don't know if it will go down. Might fit here. We've got a bit of a slope here, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to fit, but it would definitely fit on this patch here, I think. Don't know how that would work, whether that would cause a collision down the field. Well, it might not. Where else can we put it? Very important stuff, this. Location, location, location. Will it go on here? I think with the slope down that way, if I swung it round so you tip into it here, we'll give it a lower lip. That might work. Where else have we got? Sure, we can buy. Oh, I forgot about the seed and fertiliser and stuff here. Yeah, there's not a lot of space anywhere else, is there? I'm just thinking that's a tiny little gap there. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have to be here at the pig farm, right on top of it. It could be anywhere, and I could bring make the feed or bring the feed over. But it makes more sense to have the silo here. So when you are feeding the pigs, you haven't got to go miles to get your crops. You can get a small little trailer, or even one of the field trigger tools. I suppose that would probably work, wouldn't it? Get a field trigger bucket on a small bobcat telehandler, anything like that, and you can whiz backwards and forwards, filling up. The pond is just around the corner there for water, so that wouldn't be an issue either. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll give the contractors a call, see if we can't get them out here and get this silo built. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. So back to the main farm, just get on the blower and see what we can do. Hope the boss agrees. I'm sure it'll be fine. And we're on the road to Jockey's Hogs. We're going to get them off the ground. What a day. What a day. I see the wind whipping across here. In the summer, a glorious place with wondrous views. In the winter and bad weather, a bleak and desolate place. Right, well that's it, sorted. As far as I'm aware, done. Mr. McClung has got a lot of clout around these parts apparently. Well, that's all done. I'm impressed. What we need to do now is, I'm just thinking, oh, I sold the soybean, didn't I? Keep pressing the wrong button. Let's have a look. Because we do have some crops in storage, not a huge amount to be fair. But we have got some corn, we've got no root crops though. Or whether I should just bite the bullet and get a bit of pig food to start off with. I'm just thinking if we can get things set up. I've got no straw for bedding either, have I? Oh, that's annoying. So it won't be productive at all, really. Oh, I so need to be able to buy bales. That'd be... especially to get started off. I mean, if you start off a map... and it's always difficult with seasons, and I've noticed quite a few different YouTubers now are either running one map with seasons, one without, or a lot of them have kind of dropped seasons off very kind of subtly. They're not, you know, which makes life so much easier. It really does. On Sussex Farm, I'm finding it's a doddle without seasons on. But even running seasons, I think what a lot of people are doing is they're setting the farm up. They're doing a load of prep work. They're doing bales. They're doing stuff and setting it up. Then they're starting a video series or a let's play with seasons on, and the farm's already got some crops, some straw, hay, you know, grass, whatever it might be. Unfortunately, we took on this farm with nothing, so I'm not too sure. I can feed the pigs and I can water the pigs. They just, mind you, they'll be fine as long as they've got water. They just won't be producing manure without straw, will they? Without bedding, they won't produce manure. But that's not the end of the world. So I think, right, a trailer. If we get a small trailer and we can start ferrying some of these crops out of the main silo over to the farm silo, something like that, I'll work something out. I need to get down to the store then regardless. Or the other option would be to spend a little bit of money now, get a load of pig food just to start us off until our crops are done. Get some water. We've got a water thing, haven't we? We've got a water tank. Right, let's do that first. I know I haven't got anything in there, but I can definitely get some stuff set up. We're doing that. We can go past, we can go to the pond, we can get some water, and we can also check out the, where is it? We can check out the silo. Have a look at that. And at the end of the day, that's the nature of the business, isn't it? You know, doing the jobs for farmers around the area is what's making me the money to be able to develop the farm and buy the next thing, and the silo is the next thing. I can't do anything crop-wise yet. I could go around and carry on doing contracts, but again, there's only so much of me spraying people's fields that you're going to want to watch. I could go around the whole map just spraying people's fields and make a little bit of money doing it and do alright doing it, but that's an off-screen type job, I think. Let's get some water in here. So, where did Jockey Inc. decide to place the silo? Okay. That's not too bad actually. That shouldn't be too high for tipping into. That gives you room for turning around and load, like for putting crops into a trailer. So when you're going to be feeding the animals, it's actually not too bad there. It doesn't take up a huge amount of room. You still got access to the barn. This side just doesn't have doors here, does it? No. Okay, does it have lights? It does. Let's get a bit of light on. It's a bit of a grim day. Right, water. Let's whiz down the hill. Now it's a bold move going for pigs and not doing the other. I mean, I know it's me saying it, but it's kind of unusual. Most people generally go for sheep and cows. I know I've mentioned that before, or cattle or whatever to say, but it's different just doing pigs. But I do know from various conversations with various subscribers, Americans love their barbecue. So I'm thinking we can get some good stuff going here if we can get enough pigs on the go, enough hogs, a bit of trade with local restaurants, and you know, it'd be good, be good. That's the target, is to become profitable with hogs. If we can get a high enough production rate, enough of them, that we can be selling off the excess hogs, that's where we're going to make money. Not a huge amount of money, but we will make some money doing it, alongside whatever crops and stuff and contracts I'm doing on behalf of Jockey Inc. So, yeah. I know it sounds a huge lot like I'm trying to convince myself, and that would be true. There is a huge amount of truth in that, because when you make a decision to do something and you think, yeah, that'd be fine, it doesn't always go down well, and then you start thinking, oh, have I made the right decision or not? Right, let's fill this up. Okay, there's a bit in there. It will put a bit in, not a huge amount. It will depend how many hogs to start off with. What I will do, I think, is leave this here for the time being, because these are the only animals I've got, so it makes sense to have it here. So we'll detach that. Fantastic. So the question then is, do we decide? Now the weird thing is, on the Valley Old Farm, I did pigs, I did pig food, and I got rid of them because I decided they were costing me money. Because I was constantly buying pig food, but the point is, the pig food will only be to tide me over until I've got enough of the various crops to be able to feed them myself. That's the plan. So I think just to tide us over, that's not a bad idea. Which means I'll go and grab the American trailer. We'll get the bobcat, we'll get down there, we'll get some pallets of pig food on, and let's get some pig food over here. I know me and pallets haven't been going so well lately, but you know, have a little faith. I've got to get better at it sometime, surely. No, to be fair, pallets I'm alright with. It's the big bags I've been struggling with. Although, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this again. I can't remember if I've mentioned it or not. I might have done or might not. I had a couple of subscribers comment to say that they've seen various different people using bale grabs for moving big bags around, rather than putting a spike or a pallet fork through the loop on the top. And one thing I haven't used for quite a while, and I used it a lot on Lordfolds because I really liked it, I thought it was a brilliant bit of kit, was it Taco or Tanko? I'm going to have a look because I'm sure I've got it installed. And where did I leave the trailer? Around the back here, we'll grab the bobcat as well. I was also said that I need to get a pickup. It's an American map. Americans, I know it's a generalisation and a stereotype, Americans love their pickups. To be fair, the whole pickup thing is really taken off in the UK. Far more manufacturers now are making a pickup of some description, and people seem to be really liking them. You can get the Ford Rangers over here now. Toyota obviously do Hiluxes and various different ones. There's a lot of companies now that are bringing out pickups, which is I think Volkswagen do one now. Yeah, so quite cool. So I suppose at some point I'm going to need a pickup, aren't I? Because I think the pickup tows this quite well. It looks quite cool doing it too. So let's give that mine. What did I start off saying? I got myself sidetracked again, haven't I? That'll come to me. Where did I leave it? Oh yeah. just I thought I'd drag the ramps along. Why not? So in this rather bleak weather, let's head down to the store. I've had more communication with Baris regarding the barley silaging, and it's good news. Like I said, he's not. He's kind of overseeing the vehicle store, machine shop on Oakfield. I still get my discount over there, which is quite cool. But he's obviously farming now, and he's got a bit of clout still. He's pulled a few strings, and what he's managed to do, because he's obviously he said this whole barley silaging thing, it's a big contract, 500,000 litres. He knows I'm kind of trying to help the McClungs get this up and running. So what he said is they're going to ship to the nearest dealer, which is going to be Manning's of Lonoke down the road, a New Holland forage harvester and header. So I suppose again like a trial vehicle, that kind of have it for a few days, see what you think in the hopes you're going to buy it kind of thing. So I don't know when that's going to be coming. Obviously I'm nowhere near harvest time, so that may be well nearer to harvest I think. But that's quite cool, so that's going to be coming. Because I was wondering how much to pay for things. Anyway, I'll see you at the store in a minute. Whoa, that was close. He lost that. Anyway, yeah, see you there in a bit. And I'll get some pig food pallets. And with that, made it look easy, didn't it? It didn't, it looked awful. But anyway, we're there. We've got 8 pallets. I'm going to put whatever it takes into the trough. Obviously we've got no pigs in here yet, so it'll take a minimal amount, but it should... Oh, okay, that's already working. That's one whole one done. And then whatever's left over, I will put into the silo. So we've got some in storage. So as you can see, what should happen is it will gradually fill up each of them equally, but like I say, there'll be no straw, so I can't do a lot about that at the moment, but we're getting there. And then hopefully next episode we'll get some hogs. That's the plan. But alas, we have come to the end of another episode. They fly by so quickly. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.